It's a sunny day in Spain for the Aramco Gran Premio de España, round 3 of the KGP Monoposto Championship in Barcelona, Catalonia in Spain. With 16 corners, 8 to the right and 8 to the left, this 4.675 kilometre track, or 2.904 miles, this track with 2 DRS zones, with an elevation change of 29.6 metres, is incredible for racing. And here are the tyres. The red tyre is the softest and fastest tyres, which wears out quickest, with medium, the yellow tyres being balanced, and the hard, white tyres being the slowest, but it takes the longest to wear them out. The lights are on. 5 red lights. And it's lights out. We go green in Barcelona, Catalonia. It's a good start for KGP, a good start for Sparks YT15. Robert Kubica in the back there, in third with a great start as well. Now on board with Arthur Leclerc, and he's down at 16th. His teammate, meanwhile, Sparks YT15, is in the lead as KGP looks at potentially overtaking him into turn 1. It's a very, very wet surface. The drivers are struggling a bit. Robert Kubica is battling with Sabre GT, who takes third place. But meanwhile, at the front, it's Sparks YT15 in the Petronas Volkswagen and KGP, both race winners, fighting for the race win on lap 1 of 16. Vettel now up to P5. His teammate is in second, and onto the grass goes Oscar Piastri, trying to find a way to get past KGP. What a race this is going to be. I already feel it. KGP, Oscar Piastri goes a bit wide, and he is going to be side by side with Robert Kubica. And actually, Robert Kubica is going for the move. He's going to take third place from Oscar Piastri. Robert Kubica in the Caterham, who is still fighting with Oscar Piastri. They're side by side. Sabre GT just following them through. And this is absolutely incredible. Wow. And this is very interesting. And contact. Sebastian Vettel, and they made contact again, almost onto the curb. Contact between Sebastian Vettel and Jelly F1 fan. Jelly goes onto the curb and almost hits the rear of Sebastian Vettel again. And that was so close to being a crash here. That could have been a safety car. It's the race. Meanwhile here, Oscar Piastri getting past KGP. That was a great overtake. Up into second place. He's now going to have a go with Sparks YT15. Absolutely incredible. So Sparks YT15 does keep the lead for now, but into turn 3, Oscar Piastri, who's slowly in front, and he will take the lead into turn 4 now, and I think he's got it. Yes, he has. What an overtake. We're only a quarter into the race, and this is absolutely incredible here. Sebastian Vettel goes down the inside of Sabre GT, and they make contact. They make contact. That was, again, Sebastian Vettel caught up in a crash. He must have a little bit of damage now. When we had the intro, it was interesting. It was definitely interesting because it was dry. Then we went to the grid and it was wet. So those dry tyres, the mediums, the softs, the hards, may not matter. That may not play a favour. We might have a full wet race for the entirety of this race. KGP takes the lead. I didn't even see that. What's going on here? KGP in the lead. And this is absolutely... What's going on? It's a three-way battle for the lead. And here comes Sparks YT15 into turn 4. Takes the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. It's a battle between 2 race winners. Who will be the first ever driver to become a multi-time winner in this championship's history? Sparks YT15 looks the fastest. Robert Kubica is pressuring KGP, so he can't have a battle with Sparks YT15 at the moment. Down the inside goes Kubica. He takes second. And that means right now Sparks YT15, even though there's 11 laps to go, he's on course to become the first ever multi-time winner in the KGP Monoposto Championships history. The weather should become dry at about lap 10. That's what I've heard from the race directors. Rain should be gone at around lap 10, and they should be able to pit for dries. 3 wide into turn 1, where it's 2 wide now. It's Robert Kubica and Kian GP. They're battling for second honours. Down the inside into turn 3. The inside is to Kian GP. Second place is to Kian GP. But here comes Oscar Piastri. He's on the grass. He's going to use all the track that he can use, but it hasn't worked. He's on the grass. He's slowed. He's down in P4. He's lost a position back. He lost a couple positions, which he has now made back. But the grass technique did not work. Seconds. 2 seconds. And the rain's gone. The rain is gone. It's dry now. Sparks YT15 surely going to come in now. He's also slowed. They're on wet, in dry. They're surely going to pit. Sparks YT15 pitting. Kian GP pitting. They're in. It's lap 10. It's now about to be lap 10. Verstappen staying out. Some cars are staying out probably to avoid a double stack. But they're going to lose even more time. Terrible choice by Max Verstappen and a few others. But now they're into the pit. In comes Verstappen. In comes Vettel. In comes Nawawi. And the rest follow through. On board with Sparks YT15. Through the final corner. Will he get past everyone before their pit stop is over? Surely. On board with Sparks YT15. And he's taken the lead. Very consistent and winning this race, but into the pits. Sparks YT15 is in the pits. He's pitting. And Kian GP on mediums with 3 laps to go. He's got the lead. And it looks like Kian GP will be the one, not Sparks YT15, but Kian GP will be the man to be the first ever multi-time race winner in Spain. Big. But through the final corner, it's raining. Kian GP's just dived into the pits. Kian GP's in. So is Sabre GT. A lot of cars are in. Verstappen is staying out again. Surely they're going on to wet. It's raining. He's on inters. Kian GP's on inters. Will he come out in first? He is the first. He does go to the first pit box. And he's going to come out in effective first place. He is ahead of Verstappen, he's behind Verstappen in second. Verstappen stayed out. He's on softs now, and this is going to be an incredible yellow flags out and a spin and a crash and oh no, Nawawi in the air. VSC is deployed. Nawawi's in the air. Ricciardo's also out of the race. Oh, what? That is another big bombshell. On the final lap of the race, a virtual safety car. Kian GP might not win this race after all. So let's look at the replay here. Nawawi spins. There's a crash in front of him. He tries to turn back around and then, gets run into. And that was a big crash. And the VSC is ending. There's still a 2-second gap. It's green. We're going green in Spain. And they've just given the race win back to Kian GP on the final lap of the race. This could have been an even more incredible fight for the win. But with a 2-second gap, Kian GP will win this race after all. Wow. What a race. And through the final turn, for the first time ever in this championship's history, we've got a multi-time winner. Kian GP wins the Spanish Grand Prix. And Verstappen's out of the race. So is Gasly On the final lap, we've got 4 drivers out of the race. No VSC deployed. We've got 4 drivers out of this race on the final lap of the race.
Okay. Nice. That was good. That was good.
Wow, that was close. Wow. Unbelievable. Great job.
After that enthralling race in Spain, here are the results. Kian GP wins for the second time in his career, followed by Robert Kubica in another second place and Samuel Buffon in third place. Here are the constructors, and Robert Kubica leads from Kian GP and Charles Leclerc despite not having won a race yet. And meanwhile in the constructors, it's Caterham F1 leading.